Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another video episode on Forgotten Weapons. Today we're here with the kind permission of the World War II Museum in New Orleans, Louisiana. We're taking a look at an extremely unusual, funky weapon, a Sedgley Glove Gun. These were actually made for the US Navy in very small numbers. Records differ, somewhere between 50 and maybe 200 of these were actually produced. And the idea is this is kind of a last-ditch sort of weapon. It's a single-shot 38 Smith & Wesson pistol. It has a barrel here and a chamber back here, and this plunger is the trigger. Now, I'd have to push it in farther to actually dry fire it, which I'm not going to do, but extremely simple. We have a little button on the side. Pull that back. We can pivot it open to reload. We have an extractor right there. Pull out the old cartridge. Like I said, 38 Smith & Wesson. Lock it down, ready to fire. There is a safety, because I guess a glove with the gun on it is, I don't know, I'm not sure a safety is really necessary, but there it is, safety. There is a little small US Navy stamp. These were officially made by the military. So this particular glove gun was donated to the World War II Museum by the son of a Pacific Theater veteran who was what was called a beach jumper. His job was to basically cause confusion and miscoordination prior to amphibious landings by a bunch of guys running around on specialized PT boats, making it look like attacks were going to happen at places where they weren't really. He was issued this as part of his equipment and told basically to wear it, and if the Japanese stopped his boat and captured him, he was supposed to wear this and put his hands up, and they couldn't see the pistol, and then when they came to search him, you punch the guy in the head and shoot him. This vet's very rational follow-up question is, well, what do I do about the second Japanese soldier, because this is a single-shot thing? Apparently there was no good answer to that, so what he did was, instead of using it, he packed it up, still in its original box, nice wax paper packaging, and mailed it home and didn't use it, because it's kind of totally impractical. And so it sat in the box, never used, gorgeous, pristine condition, and then got donated here to the museum. There's not a whole lot known about these. There's reference to one incident where they were actually used, but it sounds like that probably isn't actually accurate. It didn't actually, that incident is apocryphal. There is documentation sort of suggesting that the OSS used these. There's also no real hard evidence to back that up. They were, what is undoubtedly true is that these were manufactured on military contract. They were issued by the US Navy, but they probably never got used anywhere because they are just too kind of goofy and ludicrous. The most action they've ever seen in recent days is in the movie Inglourious Bastards, where a couple of them get used. But that's about it. This thing is just really cool. So if you look underneath the barrels here, you can see that it's marked Hand Firing Mechanism Mark II S. These are made by a company called Sedgley. Did a number of military contracts, including these. It's also worth pointing out that these were issued as single gloves. You didn't get a matching glove. So yeah, the number of places where you could walk around wearing a single leather gardening glove, basically, and not draw attention are kind of slim. This is probably one of the goofier and really one of the least practical and successful ideas of the entire war. However, it's still extremely cool. We're grateful to the World War II Museum for letting us take a look at it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tune back in again to ForgottenWeapons.com for more unusual firearms.